This Etsy shop is a top seller on Etsy. It's 2 months old. It's the 4th top selling shop that's opened this year, and there's already problems with it. Let's dive into it. Oh, on that cheery note, shall we? So I like to look in, especially at the start of the year, and see what the top sellers on Etsy are that opened their shop. So I'm using my eRank Expert account on competitor research, top sellers on Etsy. And then I go to the year 2025 and I see the top sellers that just started their shop. So we get an idea of what's going on, what people like, and all the rest of it. So we've looked at a few of these shops, and I will go back and look and see if they're still selling so well, because I think it's super interesting to see, did they get shut down? We already know one got shut down before I'd even managed to publish the video. I had hoped this series would be an inspiration for us to be able to look and see what customers are looking for, but it does seem to be more of a snoop into Etsy. You need to do better at checking on your things. Anyway, so we've got number 4 because we looked at everything else. Looks like we're going to have a bookmark store to look at next. But anyway, the Psychic Garden is the number 4th top selling shop. Now, it only has 14 listings, so that already dispels that myth that you need thousands of listings to sell well. So good in that front. It's only 7 months old. It's making 20 sales a day. It's in the psychic readings category. It considers it's handmade. Total sales are 1,059. And yeah, last 7 days it made 64 sales. So congratulations on the sales for sure. Here's the problem. Already, Extreme Obsession Love Spell. Are spells allowed on Etsy? Well, wouldn't you know, I've got the house rules up here. Metaphysical services. Metaphysical services may not be sold on Etsy. Examples of prohibited metaphysical services: Reiki and distant healing, spell casting, prayers, rituals, and items with a metaphysical outcome, attracting wealth, love, gambling, luck, more business, employment, etc., etc. I think Etsy's pretty clear there. We haven't looked at the listing yet, but sounds like no good. And again, divination, this is also in Etsy house rules. Divination related items are allowed on Etsy if they meet our seller policy. Tarot or psychic or other divination readings must include tangible goods, such as photos of the tarot spread, audio, video of a reading, text of the reading. The tangible good may be delivered through Etsy messages or email, but that doesn't include making spells and making a video of them. You can do psychic readings, but not spells. And it says supplies related to spell work, such as herbs, crystals, or spell books, may be sold in their appropriate categories. However, sell supplies may not offer metaphysical outcomes. So you could sell a whole bunch of crystals and herbs and everything, but you couldn't say it's going to bring you love, luck, or anything else. But anyway, on that note, this shop does appear to be doing well. We can filter by estimated sales. So let's look at the listing that's getting the top sales. Super strong love spell. I think it's really sad and a little bit creepy. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I think a little bit creepy. Breakthrough stubborn resistance. So if someone doesn't like you by a spell, I mean, thankfully, hit my mic. Thankfully, I don't believe that would work. But if it does work, if it did work, yuck. I'm going to buy a spell and you're going to love me whether you like it or not. I think I would prefer people who actually loved me without being drugged. Anyway, so the second one, commitment, powerful ritual for devotion, bring back X. Now, a breakup can be tough, okay, but yeah, I think I feel sorry for people if you're this kind of desperate. A sweetening love spell, boost romance. Now, it would be nice if the love spell was, cook a nice dinner, light candles, have a good time in, actually listen to them. But no. Connect me now, love spells. Is it all love spells? Bring them back. An obsession spell. New stubborn ex love spell. Someone who doesn't want to be with you is not stubborn. They have every right not. I didn't think I was going to be like this today, but yeah. Wow. Okay, it's all love, 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 love. Bespoke spell casting, custom rituals for all your spiritual needs. I don't want to mock this shop. I'm not mocking the idea of these kind of things. I personally don't believe they work. If they did work, this would be very problematic for me. And here we have their final listing, in-depth love tarot reading. I think this is the one item in this shop that can sell on Etsy. Unfortunately, it's an item in the shop that's not making any sales. But if this is your shop, regardless of my beliefs on spells or anything else, I've had spell books, and we played some fun things way back when we were watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer and stuff. I've dabbled in messing about and enjoying myself. So I'm not having a go if that's your thing. It's just not Etsy's thing. Anyway, let's go to the shop. Still interesting, hopefully, to know what it is. So let's assume this is allowed. I will say, what a beautiful banner and logo, and then a picture of her with a witch's hat and everything. I absolutely love this, and I love the psychic garden, free consultation. Interesting again. I can't not love this. Let's check in the announcement. Open for free consultation. That's interesting. Don't know how that works or whatever, but hey, lots of sales. Have we got? Yep, 5 stars. Okay, it was the extreme obsession that was the top one, wasn't it? Let's have a look. No, super strong love spell. Super strong love spell. Here we go. It's the first one here. Let's dig into this a little bit. So go away. See, please write your name and date of birth plus your target details. I mean, I like the pictures, and it's got a video. Oh, okay, I wondered what that was. Okay, it's kind of creepy. 2 candles with a wick round each other, but then little bits of candle connecting them. But I suppose it's like a wick, so it'll probably burn down. It's kind of cool, but I'm just looking at that. If the candles are people, then those bits around them are also candles, so they're flesh. I'm being weird. It's kind of cool anyway. Yeah, it's a lovely candle. It's lovely backgrounds and things. I'm sure your house is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it's really beautiful. And I think all this kind of thing is making a resurgence. It never went away for many people. There's even talks of Buffy, a reboot of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Don't be awful. I used to really love that. Let's see what they tell you. So you're getting a digital file. So she's following Etsy rules in that respect. Let's check. Unlock the power of the super strong love spell, a highly potent ritual designed to break through even the most stubborn emotional walls and bring your target closer. Okay, so although it's a digital download and stuff, this is against the rules in that it's promising a metaphysical outcome. Yes, so really, I mean, I do wish that Etsy, of all the things that Etsy do allow to sell, I don't have a problem with this, but it's against Etsy rules. And here we go. Please note, spell casting is intended for entertainment purposes only and is not a substitute for professional guidance. Oh, I'm going to share with you the best spell that I ever did, and you should all do this with your friends, especially when you're drinking a bit. So you take some silver wire. Doesn't have to be silver, but it sounds posh if you're doing it. Take some silver wire, bend it into a loop and twist it. And then you get some dish soap, and you dip the soap. This was a true one. You dip the soap into it, and you think of all the bad things, the things that you're angry with, and you blow through this mystical silver circle. And then the bubbles that fly out, you have to run about and pop them all. And it really definitely helps with all your negative thoughts. So I'm not trying to mock anyone here. I thought we had great fun with that spell when we were kids. That was so much fun as a spell, but it definitely works. So yeah, no, I do. I feel bad, right? Let me see. I think out of all the things that are sold on Etsy, this should be allowed. We're all adults. Yeah, and as it says, it's for entertainment purposes only, and yeah. I'm not against this one, and I think as a listing goes, it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, am I logged into eRank? I always do this, and I'm not logged in. I am logged into eRank, so we can dig in. This is the sidebar, so I can dig into a little more about this actual listing, so we get an idea. The estimated sales and revenue and everything are just that, they're estimated. But we can go in and look at the tags, and you can, if you want more details, make this wider, because I always like to see the trend graphs here. So for SEO, saying the word spell a lot, I know it is a spell, but you don't need to repeat yourself. But it's handy for me if you put in the full search terms, because then I can see what you were aiming for. So although love spells aren't allowed on Etsy, there's 32,000 of them on Etsy, and people are searching for it. Last month there was 1,000 searches, 4,000 in January, and love spells in the plural, similar competition because Etsy sees it as the same word. Again, similar sort of searches. You don't need to have the two tags because Etsy understands they're both the same. I would just put love spell in the singular because it has more searches, and you'll still be relevant for that. Now, here's an interesting one. Obsession love spell just started getting search volume last month. What's going on there? I have no idea. And then we've got one, lust spell. Last year people searched for it. Interesting. Love rituals, is that? Yep, spring and summer people are doing that. Bring back the X spell. So people are searching on Etsy for these things, and I can see how they're doing well because there isn't massive competition. However, people are searching. Attraction spell, 10, 20 searches here and there. It adds up if you're not against anyone. I'm not telling anyone to open a shop doing this kind of thing because we already know it's against Etsy rules. But it's actually, not hating on this as a niche. And Nicole the Witch, yeah, people were actually searching for you. Is that just a little bit? But you're building a brand. That's actually interesting in that the shop's only 2 months old. Maybe they were searching for themselves to see if anyone had taken. I don't know. So I would say people are interested in this, so probably find a site that does allow these kind of things because it's popular and people want it. And I think all things gothic have been coming back in, and natural and metaphysical. I mean, there's been, alignments of planets and all sorts of crazy things in the past while. We've had auroras, the sun activities is its highest. Things coming out on TV are along the darker side of life. So it's something that people are looking for, no matter what you think about it. People are looking for it. People are definitely buying it. So either Etsy allow this to be sold. Let me know your views. Actually, do you think this should be allowed to be sold or not? I don't have a problem with it. I know some people are venomously against it and some people venomously love it, but I think we're all adults and you can just ignore it if you don't like it. That's my thought. But I think it's a really pretty cool shop. It's not my thing, but it's a cool shop. Unfortunately, it goes against Etsy's rules, but in in the scale of things, it doesn't go against, like, it's not breaking the law or anything. It's just going against Etsy rules. So, who were you again? The Psychic Garden or Nicole the Witch? Just find a good platform. Take your customers, and if they've agreed to sign up for a mailing list or something, or if they're following you on social media, take your customers and tell them where you've gone. People do want your stuff. Just take it to a platform that allows it. But I'm sure people have views on this one. Let me know in the comments below. And I didn't mean to disrespect anybody there. I hope you can see I'm sort of on the fence that it doesn't offend me, but I don't love it, but I don't have a problem with it being sold on Etsy. I've seen worse. Anyway, let me know what you think. So I